Good afternoon. It is 2 p.m. on the East Coast. It is 11 a.m., so technically good morning. We'll get that right at some point. It's STYF Competition. I'm Brian Hughes, joined by RJ. We've got a couple of games for you today. We're going to be going through Week 2, which is where the where we separate the 1-0 teams from the 0-1 teams even further. It's more non-conference games. You got 3 of them for you coming up.
Sir, how dare one just assume that we don't have any 0-1 teams that can't just run the table and go for 10 draws on the season? There aren't actually any teams like this, but
yeah, there are no draws as well. There are no
number 23.
There's overtime, but I mean, you know, we could see someone go 0. I don't think we've seen anyone in South Tucson youth football go 0-10. That would be a feat.
Oh man, I
don't think it's happened. And I'm gonna have to just check to make sure I'm correct. As I just let Twitter know that we're live.
Our first matchup, by the way.
Yeah.
Yoga for Fatties, Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse. Again, these are two business kind of have a working relationship of fading one right into the other.
Yeah, they really do. I think the economy in South Tucson is incredibly cyclical in that it just everyone works into one another. We've got a whole bunch of games for you today. We got 3 featured games. We are kicking off our other games. We have a whole bunch of we got 10 early session games already started. We're going to go ahead and let's go around here. Well, it looks like, yep, Yoga for Fatties already well behind it there. We're seeing, there's our one game. We've got Diddler's Family Restaurant. Big win for them last week. Looking at them taking on Twin Towers. Going away from the Big Diddle for the first time. That'll be that one. Of course, we also have... Oh, that is the same game, it looks like. We're going to go ahead and fix that. We also have, there they are, Septic Tanks for Jesus, taking on Danish Lou's Chutney House. Danish Lou's went 1-0 last week.
Again, we're talking about businesses that have a working relationship and feed right into each other. Listen,
well,
because...
That's the thing, yeah. Oops. Yeah, how you gonna fill your septic tank if you're not gonna just fill your maw full of chutney?
That's what my mom always taught me. It was like you always want to fill. You always finish your plate. Mm-hmm. You finish the drill and you finish your plate.
Absolutely. Chutney, by the way, made by a Danish man. So you know it's good. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like how even though it's an Italian restaurant, you kind of want the best line cooks are usually not Italian.
It's kind of like getting the pizza or the fried chicken in an Asian buffet.
Yeah.
It's like looking for the best pepperoni pizza at the Asian buffet. That's really just there, to appeal to the taste of people like, General Tso's chicken. This sounds too exotic and too spicy for my liking.
See, I always assumed that was for kids. That was designed for kids. We got a touchdown in our other game already. Yeah, Twin Towers. They have, in fact, got a touchdown. That is, I just caught that one and walked it right in. But the other game I want to tell you about, we also have going on Bully Factory and the Marmalade Shack. Bully Factory just taking it up 7-0. Let's head back to our feature game, though. That is what we've got there, and it is a beautiful one. It is Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse taking on Yoga for Fatties. Yoga for Fatties, a surprisingly good team. Last season, they put in some work. They that was the thing last year. I think as I'm just pulling up my stats. Last year I feel like was not an anomaly, but kind of a coming out year for a lot of teams. Oh, he just Rima Dunbar just bounced off the offensive line like they were made of flubber. I don't have a better way to describe that. The Yoga for Fatties 7-3. I'm gonna go ahead and safely say I think that was their best season ever. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the just to confirm. Yeah, 3-7, 3-7. So 7-3 suddenly, they are. Sorry, Yoga for Fatties. No, sorry, 5-5 both seasons. So 7-3, pretty solid. They lost in week 1, but nonetheless, looking pretty good. And Abigail Mays, one of those teams that just haven't yet figured out where on the buffet to place their bid. Last season 6-4. They did go 7-4 in the Gluttony League. They go 7-4 in the inaugural season, which means they did make a bowl movement, which was back in that day. They actually won the Ingmar Tisdale Memorial Bowl by beating the Horsepussy Saloon. That was back in 2016, so that was a while ago. But keeping an eye on these games as well as the other 3 on there. All the scores scrolling at the bottom. Once we get to the end of the first quarter, we'll have some updates for you of the scores. Of course, our second game, we're going to be talking about Mama Lugano's Legitimate Spaghetti House taking on Hacking Jeans Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse. The battle of the two teams, probably with the longest names of any of our South Tucson youth football teams. And our late game,
and we couldn't be any prouder of them.
No, we couldn't. They are proud of their length. And our late game, of course, the Horsepussy Saloon and Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare. If we remember, the Horsepussy Saloon, I believe it was, got the win over the binging Texan last week. I think it was. I'll have to double check that. Confirm that's right.
This absolutely sounds like it should be.
No, Hootenanny's did. Hootenanny's actually got the win. So Hootenanny's with a win will take the rodeo triangle,
which, as we've established, is not a elaborately tied rope. It is just a musical triangle that is tied to a string.
Yeah, it is the only. If I understand, it's the only. It's the only. What was I going to say? Goodness.
It's the only 3-team rivalry traveling trophy.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That we know of.
I mean, some could just show up randomly. I don't know. Maybe it will, but not at the moment. So we're looking at that.
Things into a rivalry trophy.
Say again?
You can make many things into a rivalry trophy.
I mean, of course we could. Yeah. I'm not going to be put on the spot at the moment to name one, but that is very true. We can have that. Also, I think I'm double checking my notes. I believe there was somewhere, and I don't remember where it was, that there's a. I think it's in week 3. I got to double check where it was scheduled. There's a series of 2 conferences, kind of like, the ACC Big Ten Challenge. I think two of the conferences in South Tucson are doing that.
Ooh.
I cannot remember which ones they are, or when it's happening. So I just got to see when it's. I just got to see when. It might be happening now, for all I know. Is it the? What's one? You know what? It might be happening this week. Now that I think about it. As we got no score in this game, heading into the that's 1. There's 2, 3. You know what it is? It is, and that's what our second game is featuring. It is the American Freedoms Conference taking on the Foreign Legion in a best of 7. And I feel like we need to have some sort of traveling trophy that can go to the conference. Which just has nothing to do with winning the games. But we have 7 AFC and Foreign Legion teams taking on one another. And I think that's exciting. That's a good thing to be seeing here.
Of course, yes. You get to embrace all the great things about American culture, and of course about the world itself, all condensed in this tiny Arizona suburb.
Yeah, and
that somehow has a 60,000-foot seat football stadium
why
attached
wouldn't
to
it?
it.
And why wouldn't it is what I say. Of course, we actually only have 9 games in our late session. Extreme Dentistry and Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. That is a game that will take place at a later date. But you can see the scores as we are going through them. As they are happening. There you have it. We're looking over at Diddlers versus Twin Towers right now. I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at Septic Tanks for Jesus taking on the Chutney House. They've got, yeah, they're at the end of the quarter. They're going to go ahead and...
Can we confirm or deny that Danish Lou's Chutney House is planning a rebrand at some point to just ape the Waffle House logo, but instead it says Chutney House?
Chutney House. Well, I've noticed that their logo is a lot like Cheers. So that would be neat if they did that, if it just said Chutney House. And they just dropped the Danish Lou's entirely.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You see, they're a Foreign Legion. They're a Foreign Legion team. And oh yeah, this is, by the way, this is one of the AFC Foreign Legion battles. Septic Tanks for Jesus, of course, part of the Bible division of the American Freedoms Conference, made up of the Guns and Bible division.
That's right. That's BIBBLE. Bibble division.
Exactly. And Guns, Bible, Guns. Guns, Bible, Guns. And it looks like Septic Tanks for Jesus just scored. It was Norris Harwell. They were over in the red zone. I'm gonna take a look over at Bully Factory.
Very clear lane to the end zone.
Yeah, big lead over the Marmalade Shack, 14-7 early on. Not a big lead. They just it's first and goal. Marmalade Shack about to tie this one up. Take it back. Not a big lead, but an early lead against an 0-1 defending champions who could not get it done last week.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're starting to see.
Gutsy effort from Jimmy Dean Sausage just came up a little bit short.
I'm very surprised as far as that goes. Still no score, by the way, in our feature game between Abigail Mays and Yoga for Fatties. We're keeping an eye on this one for the moment. Kickoff just happened in Twin Towers versus Diddlers. Diddlers came out strong at home last week. They got the lead over Twin Towers right now, 14-7. But you know, the nicest thing I think about this early session of games, and maybe even the middle session, is that it's not going to. We don't have to compete with anything worthwhile in the world of college football. Boy, is it just a desolate landscape, much like South Tucson, of these noon games.
But see, the thing is about South Tucson is that you know you're paying for what's on the box. There are no surprises. There's no pretense. You are buying a desolate wasteland because it has a desolate wasteland on the box.
You wanted a desolate wasteland, and boy, are you getting one. Yeah, it's that sure is what it is. It sure is what that's. Oh gosh. Yeah, but we're seeing what Bully Factory can do. That was a nice touchdown by Northwestern. You know, I do like that there's the possibility of Blood Week this week because of all the away games featuring ranked opponents, but I just don't feel confident about it. Is the thing.
It'll be Plasma Week.
I wouldn't mind Plasma Week. I mean, that, like, wait, when you say Plasma Week, do you mean like close calls that they eke out, or just like not nearly as many upsets?
Maybe like a Phlegm Week.
Bile Week, I think, is really what we're talking here. Bile Week.
Piss Week.
piss week. Yeah, because I think bile week would mean you're just straight up. Clemson is up by 4 touchdowns right now. I would say they are not going to be doing anything resembling beating Clemson. But
oh man. Well, remember when Florida State was good? It just seems such a short time ago.
I don't look fondly on that, but you're right. They were once good. Like
they were once a top 5. They were once a top 5 team at the start of last year before DeAndre Francois blew out his
wow.
And then you know, all their weaknesses got laid out for the world to see, and then they went under a huge regime change, and they're tearing everything down to the studs.
Yeah, they're it's crazy to think of. Yeah, it's it's so strange to think of him as an ACC coach.
I think of many like strange like out of body experiences. Like when I went to sleep this morning, and I was watching Game 3 of the World Series.
Yes.
Between the Sox and the Dodgers, and I wake up in the middle of the night as I tend to do. About 2:30 in the morning, and hey, guess what? The baseball, it's still going.
It was still going on?
Yes.
I passed out on the couch. I just turned. I don't have a stake in the game. I'm not a fan of either of those teams, but I still did the Boston goes up 2-1 in like the 11th and go, well, they're gonna win it. Click.
Oh, but it went up. I woke up just in time for Matt Muncy to hit one right down the line of the 15th inning that just hooked foul. If it had moved like maybe 5 or 10 feet to the left, that's your game winner. As turns out, it came up in the bottom of the 18th inning and just put it right in the seats.
You didn't wake up just as the winner was hit. You woke up at the close call.
Yes, it ended at about it ended like 3:30 Eastern this morning.
I don't feel bad because
Pacific.
My body decided to hate me and woke me up at 5 a.m. But then the internet decided to show love to me and remind me that I could watch live Muay Thai.
Excellent.
From Thailand, as is the custom.
Yes, the best kind of Muay Thai is the one that actually comes from Thailand.
No shit. And I swear I thought I was watching children fight, which is just a lovely segue into what we're seeing here. Yoga for Fatties taking the tying this one up. Notable score line over on over there is at the Bully Factory. Up 21-14.
It's interesting to see what designated driver Wheatley, Yoga for Fatties quarterback, is going to be up to as he leads this team. We know what the DD and DD Wheatley stands for. It's either designated driver or it's drunk driver.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It could be one or the other. JTP in our chat, which of course you can join if you're watching live, is reminding me that Islanders Flyers is on, which is actually what I have chosen to put on, simply because there is nothing worth putting on in the world of college football right now that will keep my attention in case these games don't. Looks like Diddler's Family Restaurant in Twin Towers went to the half tied at 14. You know, we're seeing 42 seconds to go. Looks like Abigail Mays on the drive. Let's go over and take a look at Bully Factory. Have the football back. They're going to try to extend their lead. They're already up by a touchdown going into the half.
Speaking of children in combat sports,
you had me at that.
Literal garbage.
Yes, literal garbage. The running back, the star running back, who does not get enough touches because he ain't the coach's son of the Bully Factory.
Now you know who is the coach's son? That's right, quarterback Goose Marshall.
Yeah, he's doing all right. 13 for 18, 205, and 2 touchdowns. He's having an okay day.
That's why he's the coach's son.
No doubt about that. Let's.
There are many reasons why he's the coach's son here.
Biology?
Yeah. Sometimes you just you got to pull over to the side of the road somewhere and Make love in the back of your 1993 Hyundai Elantra.
In your Chevy van.
Your Chevy 2 Nova. Actually, just a Chevy 2 because Nova, the Nova trim level is too much of an aristocratic car. It's not the common man Chevy 2.
No, I'll have to take your word for it. I know nothing about cars and I know nothing about making love, so I have to.
So
I have to
come
defer
give
to
you
you.
a hug.
Like
definitely
to,
gonna
like to have
happen.
that last statement stricken from the record, please. I do in fact still know anything about cars. I saw that I'm enjoying the fact that Philadelphia is losing in hockey right now because I feel like when you introduce a mascot like Gritty, you deserve to lose everything good that you might have in your life.
Hold up. Are we just bad-mouthing the leader of the American Resistance on actual internet television?
I refuse to believe that Gritty, the Muppet, is the leader of the American Resistance.
He has been declared as such. Gritty, an American anti-fascist icon, declared by the Philadelphia City Council. Not bad for animal on steroids.
No, when the council did not stop. No. I mean, I don't know whether or not I should believe you on this. This is the problem. Is you could be. This is the city of Philadelphia we're talking about here. They are not right in the head. This is a thing they could do.
From the Daily Dot, Gritty, the wild-eyed troll that has forced his way into Philadelphians' hearts in late September, has been formally welcomed into the city through a resolution. The Philadelphia City Council issued the formal resolution on Thursday, marking the first time the city has ever so honored a sports mascot. It isn't until the resolution begins breaking down Gritty's qualifications that this piece of the official documentation begins to truly shine. And I quote, Gritty has been described as a 7-foot-tall orange hellion, a fuzzy eldritch horror, ghastly-eyed Muppet with a Delco beard, a cross of Snuffleupagus and Oscar the Grouch, a deranged orange lunatic, an acid trip of a mascot, a shaggy orange Wookiee-esque grotesquerie, a non-binary leftist icon, an orange menace, a raging id, and an anti-hero. He has been characterized as huggable, but also potentially insurrectionary, ridiculous, horrifying, unsettling, and absurd.
This is the actual city document.
This is the actual city document declaring Gritty is Antifa.
Where do we get to the Antifa part? Did I miss it somewhere?
I don't even know how this happened. I don't know how the American left began to embrace Gritty as
they shouldn't have, is really the thing. I mean, but here we are. But they really shouldn't have. Nice little run by Darren Calhoun for Diddler.
What other American sports mascot meets the qualifications, though?
I mean, I'm sorry, like, no sports mascot really has qualifications to lead any sort of uprising. Considering most mascots tend to have a similar set of characteristics outside of their, species personality or the team's personality. Mascots are generally, like, lovable, like, goofy. They bring out laughter.
It doesn't get much goofier than Gritty.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that when I think of anti-fascism, I don't think of the word goofy. Mascots are often clumsy. They're usually getting into foibles.
The Philly Fanatic is a jerk. Gritty is pure at heart.
I mean, the Philly Fanatic is like I feel like a goose had sex with a bicycle horn, and the Philly Fanatic came out.
And then there, of course, is the mascot of the Braves, Blooper, who is Philly Fanatic if he had gone to several CPACs. I can say that because that's my team.
Okay.
I can roast the culture of my favorite team, and especially the fan culture, all I want to.
Fair enough. But I don't know if we want, like, I don't think if we're setting up if we're helping the resistance here by establishing a mascot that is by establishing a symbol which is a mascot in and of itself, I don't think you want that mascot to be itself a mascot. That is like mascot squared. I was going to say double, but it's an exponential problem now.
I feel
mascots
like
mascots are not taken seriously.
Still first down.
What I can tell you though is that a good resistance, a good revolution is never done single-handedly. You need allies on your side. And all I'm saying is, you know, this is the opportunity for the Western Kentucky Hilltopper to finally
with the giant taste bud with the grimace.
Yes.
With the red grimace, which by the way sounds way too communist for being something that's going to be the American resistance.
Well, you don't get much redder than the Western Kentucky Hilltopper. Wild Cherry Grimace.
Yeah, Wild Cherry Grimace, no thank you. I mean, like, he's just a red mound in a red state. And that's... Actually, Kentucky's pretty blue, isn't it?
Yeah, in some years, especially this year. It is
fucking
pretty
knows at this
year in football.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that anyone listening inside of South Tucson does not care because, you know, is South Tucson more, do they lean more red, they lean more blue, they lean more not voting. I think, you know, there's just, if there's anything that they're passionate about when it comes to political...
They're passionate about rioting.
They're passionate about rioting. They're pro-rioting. What I've learned here is that we should not be doing the whole rock the vote campaign because they won't. They're just too lazy. Voting is work and it's hard and it's easier just to not. I understand. Like, you know, actually, I was doing some research on this because I know, you know, election day is not too long from now. A week from this Tuesday, and I realized that in South Tucson, like back in the 80s, they tried to get Election Day removed from the South Tucson calendars, but they had to do a vote on it, and nobody showed up to vote, so it just stuck there. They just really don't like. They just can't be arsed, I think, as the UK folks would say. Can't be arsed is what they do. So, like, voter turnout, I would say an all-time low in South Tucson, but it's a constant time low. It's an eternal low.
I want to give you an update here in Mexico City qualifying because as this is happening right now, we have time trials for the Formula Mexico Grand Prix, and we have people that are in luchador mask. I've counted one El Santo or one El Hijo del Santo. I've counted one Mil Mascaras. Counted at least one Rey Mysterio Jr. and at least one Mystico.
I'm upset there's no La Parka yet, or L.A. Park, or
that you
the
know
Parka,
of.
or Los Angeles Parka.
Yes,
The Los Angeles Parkas is like the worst. Is like if we did an American curling team, it'd be the Los Angeles Parkas.
Such it is written, such it is law.
Yeah. Get to the end of the third over in that game. We're gonna go head back to our featured game. As Abigail May Steakhouse up by 2 touchdowns, but they are pinned back. Man, we're seeing a tight one over at the Bully Factory.
Yeah, let's get over to this because
21-21 with 1:24 left in the third. And we're looking at some interesting decent pump by Abigail Mays. They're gonna put Yoga for Fatties back on their own 30. Bully Factory still moving down the field. They have not been stopped, it seems. They have just been going against... Oh, and there's a penalty right there. Again, careless penalties.
Foul. Face mask.
Face mask, which means everyone takes a drink.
Take a drink. What are we drinking?
Well, I have a large bottle of water, but I take those like flavor enhancer things you just kind of squirt into your water.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that, but with paint. So.
This is gloss paint, I take it.
Yeah, it's glossy paint. I'm trying to like get myself. I'm trying to like get myself into getting used to it. So I'm just kind of like, that was a nice touchdown by the way by Bully Factory. Someone's drinking biscuits and gravy Tucsonade, which is one of my favorites.
It's very popular in the Mid-South as well. Biscuits and gravy Tucsonade. It's got electrolytes and shit.
It does have electrolytes and shit.
It's basically steroids.
It is most certainly steroids.
That is their tagline.
It is most certainly steroids. Like, there is no question that it is steroids. We've been feeding these kids steroids. I kind of want to go back to the fact that I watched children fight in a ring in Thailand this morning, and I didn't get arrested for it. And I'm proud of myself, but I'm also ashamed of myself. Because it's one of those things where they are actively not telling you the age of these kids that are fighting. And so, got some scores updating for you. Oh, got the Abigail Mays game. Not in fact 0-0. It is in fact 21-7. So we will fix that right there for you. That'd be a big start to the season for Abigail Mays to go 2-0 with a 21-7 win over Yoga for Fatties. But what I noticed about this when I watched these children fighting is that I had to assume they were children. I had to look at them closely and say, that is a child fighting. I had to guess 14, 15 because they didn't show the age. They showed the weight and they showed like their experience, how many fights. But I also know like in Thailand, they will fight them professionally at like 9 or 10. So they have no problem trotting out a couple of adolescents and giving them gloves and telling them to elbow the shit out of each other.
Do you think there are the equivalent of Little League dads in youth Muay Thai fighting? Absolutely.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's no question. I think they also are heavy gamblers because I know at any sort of the Muay Thai fights, there's a lot of gambling going on in the crowd.
That's right. And we haven't picked up our own gambling sponsorship, but there are opportunities out there if you wish to advertise with us.
Yeah, by all means. Hey, we'll happily do it. Yeah, it's something else. And like I'm watching, and it's one of those things where I have to assume they're both close to the same age, because they usually just all start training at the same time. And they want to put people up against each other who have similar experience or similar skill levels. But I mean, you could theoretically have a 13-year-old go and fight like a 30-year-old Muay Thai fighter, and it's still not child abuse. And
no, even better is when the 30-year-old man just gets his ass kicked by a small teenager.
Yeah. But you don't know because they don't ever say the age unless it's something of note to wonder at. But I don't know. It's very weird, and it made me incredibly uncomfortable. Made me really uncomfortable watching that. I'm gonna go head over to this game, which looks like they're pushing to the red zone. Septic tanks for Jesus. Putting a close run on that one. That's Bob Seeger-Leonard, their running back.
He's ready to take him off the shelf and on the way to victory.
Oh, dang it. Wow, hold on a second. Diddlers. Jakari Haynes just ran it in himself, the quarterback. Diddlers looking to go 2-0. They're up by 2 touchdowns on Twin Towers. We're going to stick with this one for a second.
That's right.
That was a long run he just pulled up. Broke for that tackle. Wow. Man, if he can stay healthy, they are going to be a dangerous team. They're looking to go 2-0.
That's usually always the concern with Jakari Haynes, is it not?
Yeah, he gets hurt a lot. It's weird. Like, we make the joke about Herbert Lawson getting killed repeatedly, but Jakari Haynes seems to always get hurt. Last season, it seemed like every time we had a Diddlers game, he got hurt. We're keeping an eye on a couple of these games. That one's getting a little out of hand. We'll go ahead.
It's basically steroids and an opioid painkiller.
Yeah. It is.
Which is even more troubling in itself.
Now I gotta wonder what the now when I was watching this this Muay Thai fight, they would cut in between to like an ad, and it was the same one advertisement that would be playing all the time, and it was Didi Wheatley with a nice play there. But we got a touchdown from Septic Tanks for Jesus.
Lee Shock.
Yeah, that's a huge one. That's one big tick in the column of the AFC. If they can hold on to this win, they're going for 2. They're gonna get it. Bob Seeger-Leonard gonna rush it in himself. Those are some nice night moves during the day.
Well played.
And yeah, so Danish Lou's Chutney House now have to come from behind here.
There's a flag on the field.
See if they can rush it up with minute 17 to go. And go ahead and take a look at our other game. That's 3 minutes to go, and all tied up. It's the Marmalade Shack and Bully Factory. Marmalade Shack been in a couple of dogfights this year. They may have taken a really tough schedule in the non-conference this season. I don't know. I think you want to, if you're the champions, you want to kind of plant your flag and hope that no one's gonna scuff up the middle of your field.
At that point, you can afford to load it up with some cupcakes, and no, they don't want to do that.
Yeah, they wanted to prove it. And Bully Factory, I'm going to take a look at their schedule. I think they got some difficult opponents in the non-conference. Yeah, they lost to the Wandering Lush. Bully Factory, they got a home game against Stations of the CrossFit, which probably the easiest of their 3, but they could be going in.
Oh, Bully Factory goes ahead with a touchdown.
Wow, they could be going in 0-2, needing a victory against Stations of the CrossFit, and that is unbelievable. Bully Factory. Twin Towers, by the way, got 1 touchdown back. We'll keep an eye on that one. I'm going to head over to this game right now, which is a little closer to being finished. Our feature game is still 21-14, Abigail Mays. Aggressive Steakhouse over Yoga for Fatties in the 4th. Couple of close ones here. Looking pretty good. Be sure to if we have any sort of gambling affiliate, I'm sure they can set these all up and get them going for us. But they're at 2:12 to go in our featured game. Looking at less than a minute to go. Oh, that's a big first down. And a flag, so that's going to put him even closer to the goal line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Yeah,
defense.
roughing the passer is going to be the automatic first down, but they got the first down already.
Still first down.
Meanwhile, Abigail Mays are just trying to close this one out. There's 2:04 to go. They got the football. They're up a touchdown. They're just kind of driving down. We're not going to go to that one right away. We're going to stick with this one because there's only 33 seconds to go. Oh, they just got hammered hard in the backfield.
Comes down to this, folks, and then we get a whole nother heaping helping of video of a football game.
We got a touchdown from the Marmalade Shack tying this one up. Holy crow! We're gonna take a look at that. They just ran it in. We're gonna go back to this one. Back to this one
again.
Well, we got a tie game in the other one. Septic Tanks just let Danish Lose score, and he looks to be maybe hurt. I'm not sure. Go ahead and go back to the Marmalade Shack and Bully Factory.
I like how the chutney player was just holding on to that kid's ankle.
Oh yeah, just for dear life, Any sort of way you can get an advantage in this game.
There's nothing in the South Tucson Youth Football Handbook that says you cannot just clutch on to your opponent's ankle while you're prone and on the ground.
I mean, I can say that's just smart defense. That's just smart defense. That's just I think that's just what you're asked to do by your coach. And we're looking at Septic Tanks for Jesus.
Still first down.
Looks like they're going to just come short. We're going to have overtime in this game. 2 seconds to go. This is the last play of regulation. Will we have overtime? We will, in fact. We'll keep an eye on that one. Going to overtime there. Head to our feature game right now.
Yeah, this one's just about wrapped up, is it not? I mean, Abigail Mays, they played a very good game.
Well, Yoga for Fatties are still driving down. They got 27 seconds to go, but they're out of timeouts. So I think this is just kind of like throwing up for prayer right now.
All right, time to run that hurry up. Which is, you know, if you're a Husky person trying to do yoga, especially for the first time, hurrying up, it's gonna be a tall challenge. I tell you, drunk driver Wheatley, give him credit. He's trying to lead this team back in the fourth quarter.
Now, I keep thinking when you're saying that, I keep hearing Drunk Driver Weekly like it's a magazine.
There is that too. It's the one you pick up for like about 75 cents at the local Speedway or Quick Trip or Sheetz or whichever quick stop place you go to.
Fair enough. And it looks like Diddlers have done the deal. They're going to 2-0. Meanwhile, the Chutney House and Septic Tanks for Jesus are in overtime. And it looks like Bully Factory are about to kick a game-winning field goal. Could they do it? We're going to go ahead and look at this.
Right, comes down to the last play for Yoga for Fatties. Actually, no, they're just, I forgot they kneeled it. They kneeled the ball out.
Yeah, they're
all
good.
right, here we go. Game of the line. Kick is up.
It
is
good.
Good.
Huge game there. We're going to go ahead and cut back to Septic Tanks for Jesus in overtime.
First down.
Man, these have been some tight games in this early stage. Meanwhile, that is going to stay final. Abigail Mays will get the win, 21-14.
Second and goal.
Roger. 47 Mike. 47.
We're seeing the Chutney House second and goal. And that's going to conclude our early session of games after this one. You can see the scores being updated.
That's right. We've got you thought we were done, but this is only the first course. And so say you've had a little bit too much bread today, you may not be able to finish the second course, but you'll eat it anyway. You'll eat that damn plate.
You will.
Because we're going into overtime, and yet we still have more games coming.
No doubt about that. That is the beauty of that, is we are seeing this.
Casa de Gordosa put up 49.
They did. They put up 49 on Ted's Baby Clothes. They allowed 35. I think defense optional on that game. Holy crow.
A lot of defense optional games, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, not at all. I love this, and I think, we got to get the...
Oh, Jesus! That was almost a game-winning touchdown from Septic Tanks.
Yeah, well, they are driving downfield.
Makes the tackle at the 15-yard line. That'll bring up third and inches.
This is getting very, very nervy here for Septic Tanks.
It's not looking good for them, I don't think.
I mean, they did get the first down at least, so they're not quite out of this. And if remember,
can they make it? They are. Oh, just on second and goal. They're just on the goal line. Oh my goodness.
brings up second to goal.
Yeah, Chutney is really going to need to strip the ball at the goal line if they have any chance of getting this game turned around in their
No
favor.
doubt about that. And that's going to do it. Septic Tanks get the win. They walk it in 30-27. They are your winners.
That's right. The shit has come up, and it rises to the top.
That it does. That it does.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
And we're going to go ahead, and our feature game is going to get started in just a few. We're just getting set up to Mama Lugano's House of Legitimate Spaghetti. Taking on Hacking Gene's Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse.
But we've also got the start of Francois Creperie's versus Crossbow of the Month Club.
So we're watching right now as it just got started. Yeah, we got that one. We'll also be watching Autopsies by Candace taking on Kebab Barkers. That's over there on this one. And, of course, the Porno Shop taking on the Wandering Lush. Two teams had pretty solid. They're both 1-0. That's going to be one to keep an eye on. Francois Creperie and Crossbow of the Month, both 1-0 after the first week.
Number 53 tackles him in the backfield. Called a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
And I just missed the fact that they have switched over to another game on my little tablet here, where I'm watching the. I'm watching.
Speaking, World of Shrapnel and Happy release 42-38. Yeah, again, remember these are much shorter games. We only have about 24 minutes of game clock.
Yeah, 20. They're just throwing bombs down the field. Makes me want to kind of see what some of these teams can do. Oh my God, 45-0 Clemson. Oh, at Florida State. I mean, I gotta watch it just for the sad fans.
We are indeed talking about the Knowles.
We are talking about them Knowles. So I kind of wondered, like, when I was watching, I was watching some. I was in fact watching the Muay Thai. I was saying. And they had like a series where it was all, it was like fighters from Thailand taking on, fighters from other parts of the world. So like it was a guy from Thailand versus someone from France, someone from Australia, someone from England, the U.S. And like, it's one of those things where, okay, if it's going to the judges, the Thai is winning. But like every once in a while, like the foreigner would win and would win by like knockout or TKO, and would just blast this poor Thai child into. I assume every Thai Muay Thai fighter is 16 or younger. I assume that no one lives beyond 16 in Thailand.
It would be surprised. You'd be very much surprised how much spicy food enriches your life. Thailand's got a lot of that.
It enriches my life just on a natural, just from a natural standpoint. Like, just spicy food in general just enriches my life. Yeah. So I was wondering if they have the equivalent of like the sad fan cam. Because, like, that's the thing. You got to assume the production companies are also from Thailand, so they don't want to see their own lose. But, like, I got to imagine there's got to be someone in the crowd in, like, face paint with, like, 3 guys with TKO written on their chest in the crowd, looking forlorn. Because that's the thing. It's always somebody in just a silly costume.
We're applying the concept of the surrender cobra to combat sports, and that's wonderful. And if Dana White had any sense of humor, he would let someone put the camera on him.
But we know that Dana White is a humorless fuck and has no sense of humor nor any sort of business sense whatsoever. But I would love to see. Oh God, I'd love to see like Surrender Cobra TV. In combat sports. I feel like there's really a market for that.
Oh God, especially during the middle of a marquee boxing match.
Oh yeah.
Like Canelo Golovkin or some ridiculous stupid spectacle bullshit like Maypac.
Yeah. And just like, well, I think they already do it with like showing the families. And that just kind of like, it almost makes you feel a little guilty. Like, not quite, but a little bit.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike, 47.
Cassandra Williams. Yes, we did forget that there were Cassandra from Katie
Cassandro.
Cassandra Williams.
Like a croissant.
That makes it first and goal.
One of the many fine baked goods sold at Francois Creperie. They don't just sell crepes; they sell croissants and they sell their baked goods.
Yeah, they do.
Ironically, they sell the Danish there, which is not available at Danish Lou's House of Chutney.
Danish Lou's the Danish Lou does not sell Danish.
Williams was the intended receiver on the play. That brings up second.
I just happened to see. So remember the New York barbecue photo that went around?
Yes, I do. New York, barbecue capital of the world.
Yeah, where it's like a mason jar full of some sort of craft beer, most likely. 2 potato dinner rolls stuck together. 2 whole pickle, like gherkin pickles. In a little like sad paper, like kind of the thing that fries would come in, like a side dish sort of thing. And several cut pieces of what looks to be medium well cooked dry brisket, just slapped on a piece of like brown parchment paper on a silver prison tray. It's back. The meme is back, I think. I don't know where it came back, but someone on Twitter, Uncle Mike is his name. Oh, apparently he tweeted this back in March, and he tweeted today, "Why is my barbecue tweet making the rounds today?" And the answer should be, because it sucked then and it sucks now. Oh wait, you know what? Why? Okay, he's not defending one. He's got New York quotes barbecue versus Cali quotes barbecue. The California one also has what looks to be better cooked brisket. The brisket looks a lot better cooked, I will say that. It's nice and pink. The fat is kind of glistening. It's got a nice char on the outside. The brisket, I'll give it that. What I have to assume might be potato salad, but it might be coleslaw. It was definitely, however, served with an ice cream scoop.
That makes it second and 10.
A dirty one at that.
Probably.
Maybe a plastic one.
Probably a dirty plastic one. But no. A spotless clean one, because you know that a dirty one would at least give you some flavor. It looks like coleslaw because it's got the little specks of green and orange in there. That would be carrots and chopped celery. But it has the coloring of potato salad. And I feel like coleslaw should not hold a form in a scoop. Like, maybe that's just me on this one. Maybe I'm the wrong one here. But also on this picture, 2 slices of straight up white bread.
Not even toasted.
Not toasted. Not Texas toast, not thick stuff. Because I know in Texas they'll give you like half a loaf of white bread, and that's like your napkin and your fucking bread.
Yeah, that's that is your napkin. If you are too refined to suck and nibble on your fingers after barbecue, you can always go for the bread.
The bread is bread is a legitimate napkin for barbecue. I will not hear anyone talk down upon.
I don't dispute that.
Okay. Just making sure. We're heading back to our featured game. Got a late start here. Taco Tuesday for Hacking Jeans, opening things up.
It is Taco Tuesday, and yet we're playing this on a Saturday.
We are. So again, the brisket, the scoop. The still informed scoop of potato salad or coleslaw, or maybe they're the kind that would just try to like marry the two and make something terrible. 2 slices of plain white bread, like the kind that would probably come in a Wonder bag, but with the store brand on it. 2 whole dill pickles again, and some what look to be pickled red onions. Which again, nothing wrong with dill pickles. I love dill pickles. Love pickled red onions. But what are they doing? Calling this? And by the way, it's also on the brown paper and the prison tray.
And you mentioned the brown paper because this is our first time this season we get to see the snowman in action.
Yes, the snowman himself.
And you could even say his name was Carson Brown.
Yes, Carson
Star
Brown.
quarterback of Mama Lugano's legitimate house of spaghetti and firearms.
I love. So I'm reading some of the comments. So I'm dying at both places, serving more bread and pickles than meat. Someone saying the brisket was shamed, like stand in the corner, boy, because the brisket is pushed to the corner of one of these trays. Our Texas toast got more calories than that plate. Yeah, these are not wrong. Why are these? Oh my God! I have a friend who just posted a much better photo, and now I want it. Oh damn it! That makes me so upset because I can't have meat right now.
Jeez, Mario Golden went up for that ball.
Yeah, he did. Oh my God, that is proper barbecue. There's like 4 types. There's 5 types of meats and a whole slew of sliced pickles on there. But it does not outweigh. And there seems to be a separate tray just for sides, for starchy sides. Those appear to be hush puppies and either mac and cheese or potato salad. I can't tell. And my UK friends with their. Not a drop of sauce anywhere. Now, that's not necessarily the worst thing, but still, yeah, not good.
Yeah, you can have a dry barbecue. You can do it. It's tricky to do right, but it can be done.
Yeah. Wait, I just realized something. Is the Chris Jericho cruise happening right now?
I can actually go ahead and look that up.
Because I feel like it's possibly.
No. Oh yes, it is. The Chris Jericho's Rockin' Wrestling Ranger October 21st to 31st, 2018.
Oh my God, I've never wished for Titanic the sequel more in my life. Oh, Florida State is not being shut out anymore.
Shame on Chris for not naming it the Boat of Jericho.
Yeah.
Docket C, man.
There'll be a lot of docking on that, I'm sure. Yeah, because I just saw someone on my Twitter that said, I wish I was on that boat right now. And believe it or not, this was a female. And I will tell you, if you are female, you don't want to be on this boat. You just don't.
How much do you think that like the Wi-Fi pass costs in this boat?
Oh, I would say, do you have the information?
I don't.
Okay, I was gonna say, I would guess. Okay, so this is a 10-day cruise. I would say it is a daily charge. I would say it is $17.99 per day, and I would bet that there are so many people who are just throwing down $360 that they're like, yeah, no, I'm paying for this. I need to tweet about this.
You do get multiple payment options, including automatic monthly billing and deposit now, pay later. And you also get your very own choice of rooms, starting at the owner's suite, going out of the various state levels, and
and of course staying in freight.
Yes, which is basically the interior, which looks to have like a fairly nice mattress, a desk.
And
some nice paintings and not much else.
Now I would love to see how many of those rooms are just absolutely destroyed. You know what? On a cruise in general, I feel like rooms are just destroyed, aren't they?
They have a good There's a good tendency of that, I would suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise. My
Me
work
neither.
supervisor is on one right now. Not this cruise.
Oh, okay.
I should specify, not this cruise.
That's fair. That's important to know.
But of course, if you're going to the Rocket Wrestling Rager at Sea, you got to go to the showcase event, which is Flip Cup Tournament.
That is the feature event.
Call it a gain of 10 yards.
No, but that is part of the festival.
4th and 6.
My mistake. I'm sure there is a beer pong tournament that is going throughout the length of the trip. I got to imagine. So here's the thing.
Church returns the
Cruises, my understanding is you are not accustomed to the whole idea of getting your sea legs is a very real thing. And there are times when people just are legitimately seasick on cruises. It happens, you know. They plan for this because they know you're not used to like walking around on a giant cruise ship that is like that.
That makes it 1st and 10.
How much vomit do you think has to be cleaned up on night one of this cruise? Alcohol or seasickness related?
How much? I want to propose an alternate theory. How many, like, seasick wrestlers are just trying to push through the pain just for this payday? Because you
Yeah.
know that there is somebody that is on one of these of many cards, and they're just gonna be chucking buckets at ringside.
You know, I feel like the big con could be like just not working and be like, okay, it's fine, don't give me my payday. I'm already on a cruise. Like, what are you gonna do? Throw me overboard? They might.
That would be. No, if you just get thrown overboard, that's just taking like the bump of the day.
Yeah. How many times do you think someone who's gone to this cruise has thought, man, wouldn't it be awesome if someone like just got thrown off the boat during one of the matches? Like, you can do that.
You could just do that.
Like, you can just do that. You know?
It's fucking like it's a cruise ship death match.
Up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, right?
This is taking the scaffold match to the next level.
We're just adding water. It's the water level. We're taking it to the water level, like in Mario.
Now, everyone loves the water levels in Mario games.
I think by like tapping that one button repeatedly. High scoring affair here, almost going to the almost at the half. Wandering Lush and Porno Shop.
Automatic 1st down.
Might be some teams to watch this season.
That's yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong there. This is early in the season. Every team has an opportunity to stand out and assert themselves into the title picture. No, if you're watching this on the video version of this podcast, the world's #1 audio medium, you are not seeing a Notre Dame push their way into the end zone.
No, that is the
they
one
just
right
happen to. That is the Wandering Lush. They just happen to wear similar uniforms, and there just so happens to be Irish written in the sideline.
Yep, right in the end zone. They really embrace that.
Also, the Wandering Lush players are not cops or future cops.
Yeah, that quarterback's name is Tennessee Cock, not Tennessee Cop.
Also, their grandstands are, their scaffolding's well constructed.
True it is. But they still will put like children through horrible weather rigors to film stuff.
That's just South Tucson tradition, especially in July.
Oh, of course,
That's why the Tucsonade is there. It keeps it hydrated, and it adds about 15 pounds of muscle mass.
Yeah, what better time? What better time to start running your mandatory volunteer practices? July, and that's the thing. All the kids are out of school,
7 yards.
and you can get all your volunteers who haven't signed up for football to help film. I tell you, this is becoming a pretty good game. Wandering Lush and Porno Shop. 52-3. Good gravy.
Penalty flag thrown on the play.
Yeah, that is one of the sponsors of the cars that you'll be seeing on this fine stream tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow we go from 16 to 12.
Elimination Sunday.
It is.
I have the house to myself, so I can be as loud as I want. It's
Excellent.
Elimination Sunday.
I'll be watching it, and it'll be great.
Jack Cots.
Well, they're excited for that. They're excited for that here in South Tucson because that's where it's going to be. It's the actual road to South Tucson.
That's right. It's the Jesse James Dupree.
Call it a gain of 9
No, I just stick around and watch it. Hang around here and watch it.
2nd and 1.
We can go over to our feature game. Hacking Jeans just took the lead. 21-7. Here comes the extra point to make it 21.
So I want to read this quote verbatim.
Please.
Defense.
I'm tripping Major Nutsack right now. Mexico Grand Prix pole sitter Daniel Ricciardo, after completing his qualifying lap and being told that he got pole position for the race tomorrow.
He's tripping Major Nutsack.
Yes.
Was this said into a microphone held by a journalist?
This was said into his radio to his team and then broadcasted out to the world.
Why do you feel
And
he
this-
couldn't say balls?
He would absolutely say balls. And the thing is, like, he's having a rough season. This is basically like the last races of his contract before he goes to a new team. His car falls apart to shambles pretty much every other race. And now, finally, something good happens to him. This likable, multi-time Grand Prix winner actually has something nice happen to him. Oh, we got goal line on now. We're transitioning. Ooh, Michigan State Purdue has become the trash fire that we all expected it to be.
That's fine. Texas Tech and Iowa State is actually nice and tight. But you're right. We have goal line now,
Goal line.
which means I can pull up goal line, and I can watch goal line. That'll tell me what's important. Because I know that our late game Hootenannies and
Now that's the most important shit of the
and
day.
Horsepussy Saloon, the world's largest outdoor Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. We're seeing some good action here. Mama Lugano's got a couple of games already heading into the third quarter right now. Francois Creperie up 13-3. Autopsies by Candace up 17-3 on Kebab Barkers. We haven't even checked in on that one. It hasn't been much interesting.
I like how you clarified. It's Autopsies by Candace.
Yes.
How in the world did the Hacking Jeans put up 21 points?
Yeah, it's been quite a game for them. I think it's been Taco Tuesday, and I can't remember the name of their quarterback.
But it's Saturday. Then again, Taco Tuesday is every day at Hacking Jeans.
I know, yeah. Well, the taco just takes the tobacco taste out of your mouth, I guess. Or maybe they're tobacco tacos. Taco Bacco.
Oh my
Not
god.
to be confused with Taco Bacco.
Tinkle outside the big. Just thinking like, yes, tobacco tacos. You know, to be fair, that's the tobacco. That's the protein in the dish. That's not like, you know, that's not replacing the cilantro and onion combo.
No doubt. Tobacco is the protein. Yes. Pick your protein. It's tobacco. Pick your protein. Chicken, beef, carnitas, tobacco. Smokes.
Lengua. More like lengua cut.
I enjoy good lengua.
Pick your cut of tobacco. All these tacos are served on corn tortillas and with a spit cup.
Of course.
See, that's the thing though. The spit cup, that's actually just the reused bowl of complimentary salsa you get with the chips.
And that's
Just
use the spit cup. When you spit into the spit cup, it works as a salsa as well. You can use it up
yes.
again.
Yes, it's the fine dish known as Pico de Copenhagen. Yes, Pico de Timberwolf.
There you go. I'm gonna say this is as far as I know. If you get tacos in Cuba, this is what you're getting.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, I know this was discussed on like an off-season episode of the Full Cast, but did you know in KFC, KFC in Italy has probably just the most depressing food item as far as a salad. It's basically a hash brown salad, which is 2 large McDonald's hash browns plopped into the middle of a basic leafy green salad.
What? Is that their idea of potato salad?
Automatic first down.
I'm almost sure it is.
It'd be amazing if it was actually. Like we took potato. Like if you told somebody who has no idea what potato salad is, that might be what they come up with. Oh my god.
I don't know if it's still on the menu though. That's the thing. It's like there's an insalatone, but there is no insalatona hash brown. There is a flat wrap known as the Boxmaster.
The Boxmaster.
Yes.
That is not. How are you? You can be master of the box with this wrap.
This just sounds like what they would call the Kaiju Big Battle Championship belt, the Boxmaster.
Right?
Yeah, it says from the Google translation, it's a toasted wheat tortilla wrapped salad, fresh tomato, hash brown, cheddar cheese, and delicious fried chicken fillet prepared with the secret recipe of Colonel Original Recipe.
Colonel Original Recipe? The Colonel Original Recipe?
Yes, the one and only.
The original Colonel Original Recipe. The recipe of the original Colonel Original Recipe.
Yes, the one that ended up capsized in Japan, and that's why the Hanshin Tigers can never win the pennant.
There you go. That's wow. I kind of wish I did this more when I was over there. I love that I love weird weird fast food menu items. Did I talk about this last week? Did I mention the Pizza Mac?
I've not heard this story.
Okay, so I was in when I traveled, I did not go to any of them in the UK, but I imagine McDonald's in the UK are not all that weird or different. In Germany, they had some different things. They had something called the Pizza Mac, and I don't understand this, but I had to get one, and you know what? It was pretty good, and I actually have some more. I have maybe a little bit more understanding of it based on my visit to someplace that wasn't a fast food chain. Now, the Pizza Mac, my understanding, is basically just a McDonald's like hamburger. I think maybe like it's not a Big Mac, but it's a McDonald's hamburger. But the bread has like pizza sauce and cheese baked into it.
Yeah, the bun is basically just like pizza crust in a bun shape. It's topped with pizza sauce, and it also comes with cheese and onion on it.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking this up.
I am.
Yeah, I
doing
think
my
the
research.
sauce is in the. I think there's sauce in the bun too. Because I've totally gone.
Candid.
Yeah, I've totally gone to a bakery, and I've totally gone to like a bakery and in Germany and purchased some baked goods, both the savory and sweet type. And I bought a bread that was like a pizza bread, and it had the sauce and the cheese baked into the bread, and it was delicious. Like it was a little bit on top, but there was kind of like a crust over it, so it was kind of like it was clearly part of the baking process, and it was delicious, of course. And I'm like, I wonder if this is just a thing. Like someone saw that and was like, let's make that a bun for a hamburger. I mean, I guess when you're known mostly for sausage, you can kind of experiment in other aspects.
You're not wrong there.
I don't know. I'm really not sure.
Get another good game out of the Porno Shop and Wandering Lush.
Yeah, this has been that might be the one we stick with here. Our featured game, 28-7, still as it was at the half. Hacking Jeans just not doing it, or just giving it to Mama Lugano. Mama Lugano's not doing it at all. Hacking Jeans possibly picking up another win for the AFC in the AFC Gluttony League. Oh, sorry, the AFC Foreign Legion battle. Let me see what our first session did. Well, okay, we had the AFC going 1-up in septic tanks for Jesus over Danish Lou's Chutney House.
I forgot that Ron Mexico played for the Porno Shop.
Ron Mexico, yes, of course. And that was our only gamer in the early session. I think we got a bunch right now, so Hacking Jeans taking care of business right now. Porno Shop Wandering Lush is one of them as well. So that's looking pretty exciting right now. Francois, Creperie, and Crossbow of the Month Club, Kebab Bar. Actually, all of our games that were... That's right, I did this. All 4 of our games are from this series. That's right, yeah. I forgot I did this.
Yeah, so it's not a Surrender Cobra image, but here's a screen cap circulating with 29 seconds left in the... let's say this is the third quarter of the Clemson-Florida State beatdown, and you can see there's a man sitting in the bleachers. He has a shirt. He has his shirt removed. This is a man about his 50s and 60s. He has that. He has a very distinct tan.
Oh God, it's 59 now.
And he is just pulled up, reading a book with no shirt on and letting the sun hit his very tanned back.
Of course, yeah. Now, is he sat all alone? Like, is he in a section where there's no one around him?
Oh, yes, he is.
I feel like he can now just stretch out. He could lay on his stomach.
Going to DM this to you.
Oh, beautiful. You just, yeah, that's... No, you know what? Post it in the STYF. This is for everybody. You can DM it to me, but... Oh, that poor gentleman.
How bad are things?
Jeez.
Yep.
How about them Knowles?
That makes it first and goal.
We're talking about reading.
Talking about them reading. Oh, God, that is beautiful. So, yeah, we're looking at 4 games right now, and it's like the AFC is taking care of 2 of them. The Foreign Legion's got 1 of them. And this one right now is a toss-up, so the AFC may have 3 out of 4 that they need to take this trophy. Now, I don't know what the trophy would be between the American Freedoms Conference and the Foreign Legion. Oh, hang on. Texas Tech, Iowa State might get stupid. There was an interception with 9:34 to go. It is tied up at 31. Iowa State. It's Ames. It's happening in Ames again.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it's happening.
The porno shop's gone up by 10
They're up
now.
10. This is huge. Can the Wandering Lush do it? They're down to just their last minute and 3. And go ahead and check back in on our feature game. Mama Lugano's. Yep, they're not in this one. They're trying to drive down the field, but they are down by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you can see all the sad fans in the crowd here. You know, just covered, shirtless and covered in spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, it's not paint. It's pasta sauce.
It's just pasta sauce.
Now, I heard this year they learned to wait for it to cool after they cook it before they slather it on their body.
Yes, and as always, they will salt the pot while they boil the water.
Oh, of course. You know, even if you're not cooking pasta, you gotta salt the water. Always salt your pasta water. I want to say it was it Olive Garden that this like shocking like PowerPoint presentation was put out where they were trying to fix.
I remember this.
And
I remember
that was
this because Kyle was in the stream at the time, and this fact that Olive Garden does not salt the pasta water just sent him into an apoplectic fit.
I don't think there is a larger cardinal sin in food than not salting your pasta water.
I can think of one worse. Putting actual spread butter into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, why would people do that?
I don't know.
Okay, I mean, I can think of other things too, but I'm just like, I've never heard of that. That sounds heinous.
My late grandmother, who is no longer with us, did this when I was younger. It stopped after a while. You know, eventually we just learned, hey, you don't need to put butter in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to constitute the butter in a peanut butter and jelly.
God.
Because the peanut butter covers it. You don't need to separate the two.
Wow. I don't have any words for this. We're heading into the fourth quarter, and one of our games is actually pretty close to being over. We might just take you to the final whistle with this one. Kebab Barkers, not looking good for them. They are down by 10. They're going to try to come back from this one. Not going to do it there. 4th and 5. This will be their last shot at it, I think.
Yeah, it's looking dire for Kebab Barkers.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got the Wandering Lush and Porno Shop. None of our games that we're watching right now are less than a score apart. A 10-point game, a 13-point game. Well, about to be a 14-point game. Mama Lugano's just scored. And a 10-point game with the Wandering Lush trying to push down the field. Make it a little closer. That's going to be it for that one.
All right, Wandering Lush. It's time to start. It's time to start matting that comeback. There's a good start.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we see there's a final score on that one. Francois Creperie held on 16-3. Not a lot of scoring there, but you know, they held on. They got their points early, and they got out of. They just righted the ship, and Francois Creperie going to 2-0. Francois Creperie. That's a pretty good start to the season. They haven't really had notable seasons yet. So this is early on, so we're still trying to figure out what teams are going to be any good. and what teams are the ones to watch. Like, we're not really sure.
The foundation of South Tucson youth football this season and every season really doesn't get set until about halfway in the season. And even then, as history is proven, you dominate the regular season, shit can go real sideways come
No
playoff
doubt about
time. All of a sudden, you could be cruising along, and all of a sudden, you lose a tire just as you're about to take that right-hand curve beside the cliff.
It has happened. Wandering Lush getting one. Lenny Fulton, the tight end, making a 3-point game. We're sticking with this one right now.
Of course, his Anti-Irish Pub is known for their tacos, which is ironic because they don't have Taco Tuesday.
No, they don't. That'd be hacking jeans. But again, the taco is well known at the Wandering Lush, and they do have the tobacco tacos as an option because of course, because as they would put it, you know how those Irish love to smoke. That is a direct quote from them.
This.
Yeah. Our late game, of course, Horsepussy Saloon, Hootenanny's. That will be the second leg of the rodeo triangle. And
7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Hootenanny's have a chance to win it with if they can get the win. But right now we are watching a very close one. Porno Shop. Too much time left on the clock. 3 minutes to go.
Oh man,
They
That's
can't
always
just
that
nail this
danger of
one
leaving.
out.
They're gonna need to stop here. They're gonna need to get a stop here, or else.
Yeah,
this
they
game-
can do it.
And of course, I love how the Porno Shop are taking advantage of all that time left on the clock by just bleeding out the clock.
They're doing what they can. Wandering Lush hanging on to their timeouts, but the Porno Shop, well, they got stopped there, so the clock will run. But it's 3rd and 4. They can take this down to 2 minutes to go. But I think the thing is they need a first down. They can't afford to just drain the clock and hope that'll do enough.
Crossbow the Month Club having an absolute dogfight in their game.
Yeah, they're not They were just stonewalled in that one. Oh, Michigan State and Purdue's getting even more stupid.
Oh, good.
Michigan State just scored. Took it to the house.
The big house.
The big house, yes. Except not there. Just never there.
Never there.
Are
Oh,
we
they
gonna
couldn't get the
have-
stop.
See, I'm trying
that
to think
could be
now.
the game for the Porno Shop.
Uh-oh, here we go. Yep, they're going to keep trying to drain this one out, see what they can do, but Wandering Lush taking their second time out. What are the Porno Shop going to do? They might be able to do this. Oh, they got stopped in the backfield, and the Wandering Lush have taken their final timeout. So 1:48 to go. They will get the football back if they can stop them on 3rd down. And they're going to do it.
Oh, boy.
Wow, 4th and 2 for the Porno Shop, and they're going to punt. Clock continues to run.
Oh, boy. Man, get some barn burners of games here, folks.
Yeah, meanwhile, Hacking Jeans well in hand. They've got a 21-point lead over Mama Lugano's right now. They've got the football. They're just trying to take this one right to the end of the game, I think.
They're running away with this one, which of course is very difficult.
Yeah,
20-yard punt. Out of bounds.
that they are.
CPAP machines are heavy.
No doubt about that. we're just kind of keeping an eye on this one, and man, that's wow! Wandering Lush with a touchdown. Oh my God!
Holy Jesus!
This has
what
just
a bomb!
turned on its heel.
Oh my God!
What a catch!
Absolute missile! Tennessee cock! You brilliant son of a bitch!
Oh my God! They are
this-
lighting it up here, and all of a sudden, 55 seconds to go. Wandering Lush from what was 10 down. Now, what?
I love this league.
Absolutely unbelievable. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna keep an eye on this one.
I love this dumb league.
This has gotten legitimately stupid. This has gotten actually dumb and stupid.
And of course, they left time on the clock for Ron Mexico to make another comeback.
There could be. Can Ron Mexico do it? He needs a touchdown. A field goal won't do it, so they gotta look for the end zone here.
Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
Wow. And a face mask will move him even closer. This would be just an absolute tragedy if the Wandering Lush squandered it on penalties.
Now, to be fair, we would never say this about the team whose color scheme and gimmick are loosely based upon.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, that would absolutely that's the thing we would take delight in.
I can say that as my father, who is not in the house because he is on vacation, is ostensibly a Notre Dame fan.
So is my dad. It makes no sense. I think Michigan State just did the thing. And they seem way more excited about it than they should because they just did lay a giant egg against their state rivals.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, they do pick up a transitive win over Ohio State. A dominant one at that.
That they do. Now, here's the question. Talking about the Bawunga or the Big Ten, so we have the inevitable Ohio State-Michigan game to end the season before their championship game. What's the best case out of that game? I don't even know. Like, if Ohio State loses it, I guess then Michigan is in. If Michigan loses that, then, I mean, is one loss Ohio State in? Could neither of those teams make the championship game? I think that's possible.
Yeah, especially when Northwestern's about to go to 5-1 in conference.
There you go. They just beat Wisconsin?
Yeah.
And I mean, and Iowa. I don't know if Iowa's in the same division.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
I was in Wisconsin's division, I believe.
Yeah, we got the last chance for the porno shop to take this victory. I don't know if they've got it in them. Let's see. This has got to be it. This is the game. Is going to take off running. Ron Mexico looking for. Oh no, he's tackled short. That is a final score.
42-38.
Wow.
Where were you the night that Tennessee cock launched a howitzer?
What an absolute blast from Tennessee cock. Holy crap.
You see Tennessee cock, he is throbbing with excitement. Look at the 262, 6 total touchdowns. He had 6 offensive touchdowns.
He did. That's incredible. I don't even know what to say to that. Wow. So we're looking at binging Texan versus Big Paul's at the moment. That is our third slate of games coming at you right now. Other games kicking off right around now. We've got Captain Chuck's Adventure Taxi taking on Del Grango's Discount Seafood. Creamy Surprise taking on Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. This is actually one of the feature not our feature game, but this one is this one's probably the highlight of the AFC versus oh, sorry, they're not a Foreign Legion team. I'll take it back. That's not the AFC Foreign Legion battle. But it also is a game that's happening. And it's two solid teams. A former champion, Pawn Shop of the Nazarene, who were top 3 team, I think, last year. And it looks like Creepy Surprise are going to run it right in.
Cue Beagles!
Oh no, that's Arnold Cummings. That's the running back. They handed it off.
Yes.
And let's head over to our feature game. It's the second leg of the Rodeo Triangle. Hootenanny's in the purple, and Horsepussy Saloon in the white. Horsepussy Saloon. War Machine Reynolds, their running back. They got to stop him if they want to get a win on this one. I'll do some tallying of these numbers here. Let's see. So we got Septic Tanks got the win in the early session. We had 4 games from that. Hacking Jeans got a win. Francois Creperie got a win. Autopsies by Candace got a win. And the Wandering Lush got a win. Which puts us at 3-2. I know we have 2 more games that are somewhere. Where are they? Not that one, not that one.
Autopsies by Candace winning 20-10.
I think we have Holy Balls versus Second to None. Curry Shop is one of them.
Face mask. Defense.
Oh, speaking of goddamn bombs down the middle, nobody, and I mean nobody, covered that receiver.
Amazing. And what's our last
He
one?
gets a 15-yard face mask. So just to be clear, we have no defensive coverage, and when they finally do get to the kid, they haul him down by the face mask.
Of course, they're kids. They're kids are stupid.
They're good kids.
They are
They're
good
good kids.
Oh, sorry. World of Shrapnel got a win early on against Happy Release Manicures. So the AFC have officially won this trophy. I don't know what the trophy is. I think it might be like it's the American Freedoms Conference and it's the Foreign Legion. So like it's got to have some sort of worldly thing. I think it's a globe with a gun that is shot through a Bible attached to it.
A globe? Sir, you implied that this is not just going to be a flat circle.
Oh, fair. A flat Earth. So it's a platter that is shaped that with a map drawn on it of the world, with also a gun and a Bible on it.
Yes.
The gun is not loaded because we tried that once before. So congratulations to the AFC, the American Freedoms Conference, for winning that one.
Yes, they won the Cup of the Hemisflat.
The Hemisflat Cup. There you go. Oh my God, I love this. The Hemisflat Cup. Yup, that's happening now. I'm writing that in my notes. The Hemisflat Cup is now owned by the American Freedoms Conference, and I think who gets to hold on to that, I think, is their the previous year's champions, which are I think it was Holy Balls. No, sorry, it's Pawn Shop. Pawn Shop, who did not even participate in it. In fact, I understand they are driving this trophy over to the sidelines right now of the game that is currently being played. They don't even care. They're not even in this thing.
And what's it being carried in? That's right. It's a freaking it's a beat up old early 90s pickup truck that is scrawled in bumper stickers. It is an Info Warriors ride. It is an Info Warriors chariot.
You know, I gotta say, like, I don't want to lump the town of South Tucson in with the recent news of the bomber with the stickers on the van, but I gotta say that guy is not beloved in South Tucson. Not for any sort of political reason. They just worry that he's given a bad name to people who cover their vehicles with stickers.
By the way, if you have not seen the Info Warrior Rides subreddit,
Oh my God, Info Warrior
it's
Rides.
beautiful.
God, do tell the people. I have to step out and use the restroom for a second.
Yeah, so this is basically like, you know, occasionally people will put their personal views out in bumper stickers. Maybe just one bumper sticker on the back, around the window. You know, just something low-key and simple. But sometimes people go all out with this. Sometimes people blazon the entire panel, all of the panels of their chariot, their daily driver, in bumper stickers. And it's just the most beautiful thing. Just one recent thing of gold is this gentleman's Chevy Silverado that says, and I'll read this from the top down: cancer, dog food, dog turd. Dogs and cancer. Some drug makers don't want you. Prevent cancer, no dogs in house. Cancer dog, get 15 times more cancy than you and me. Oh, we got I-65. That is, that's my highway. Santa is a lie. Be in the home. Proverbs 16:19. Would Jesus lie? Christmas is a love story and should not of a Christian. Colossians 3:9. Should you tell it truthfully? John 3:16. This is great. It's a shame that, you know, recent actually terrible news has brought this to light because, oh boy, this is wonderful. This is fantastic. There are at least 5 vans in South Tucson that are fully wrapped in pit bull decals. That's not wrong. That is absolutely not wrong. I wish I still had one of those that strolled through Chattanooga downtown one day. Because I saw a doozy.
Are you talking about the Info Warrior ride in Chattanooga?
Oh, yes. One of them showed up. This one wasn't political. This was just covered in what I want to say is troll dolls.
Oh!
And if I remember distinctly, like used packages of toothpaste and toothbrushes.
What? Huh, let's head over to the Binging Texan and Big Paul's. 7-0. They're heading to the end of the first quarter as well, so we'll go take a look at all these games. We're going to the first quarter. We'll head to our feature game right now. Horsepussy Saloon. Fucking Iowa State. What in the hell is happening? Oh my god, the Big 12 is just so much fun. So yeah, obviously living just outside of Washington, D.C. and working inside of D.C., you get those a lot. There's definitely a truck that is just coated in. It is absolutely an Info Warrior ride, which I'm so glad this is a thing. In fact, I'm going to go visit the subreddit right now just to get a look at what.
Yeah, there's some newsies there.
Rides. I'm so glad this is a thing because I was really concerned.
As Leg Kick TKO clarifies, it's not just the body that is wrapped in pitbull decals, it's the windshield as well.
Of course.
Which, by the way, one other tangent of this, the baseball game that ran out all night is I got to see a somewhat unsettling PSA of TJ Khaled telling this kid to focus and study in school, and the way they do that is by DJ Khaled taking the place of one of the faces of Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, this was just what I needed to see in 3 a.m. after I had just woken up.
I think I found my favorite. Ancient Egyptians ate animal crap for medicine, and now USA legalized, quote, anal sex. Whoa! Exclamation point. God is judge.
Whoa! That's the best part.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hold on, did the oh, was there really a 3 doors down sticker? Oh, I love this so much.
At the 3-yard line. That makes it first and goal.
I want to see. Oh my God! Apparently, the one that I saw roll through town that one time, yeah, that has a name. It's called the Chubaroo.
The Chubaroo?
Yes. So what this is, it has dentures on the hood. Along the lower skirts and the bumpers, it has used up rolls of toothpaste. On the trunk lid, it has a whole assortment of mostly electric toothbrushes, and then along like the side panels, along the doors, I want to say these are printouts of like these are like X-rays of teeth. It's the Chubaroo.
The Chubaroo.
Yes, it's
such a great name. How could you not?
Yeah,
it doesn't take any sort of stance. It's just kind of like,
yeah, it's just fucking dentistry.
Personal foul. Face mask.
I would say that's pretty extreme, wouldn't you? Maybe that's why Extreme Dentistry isn't playing Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing right now. Maybe that's why it's happening later. They aren't showing up in the Chubaroo just yet.
Oh my God! Yes, that's the mascot car. Should I also point out that this car has Kansas plates?
Yeah, of course it does. I don't think I'm surprised on that one.
I saw this roll through town once.
First down.
Oh,
I was just like,
beautiful.
I am tripping balls.
Nutsack. You're tripping nutsack.
Yes, that's right. I apologize. Thank you. I'm tripping major nutsack right now.
Tripping Major Nutsack. Major Nutsack, of course, is a well-revered military hero, sir.
Right. That's right. I'm putting him in the stiff names.
Major.
Price brings him down at the 22-yard line.
There we go.
Major
That's
Cornelius
goes.
Nutsack. Yeah, he's a friend of Colonel Original Recipe. Oh, those are two veterans we honor today here on Stiff Competition, the internet's only youth football podcast. Major Nutsack and Colonel Original Recipe. I think we just named our show, named our episode. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna see what Google Translate gives me for KFC Japan's menu.
Oh,
because
yes.
it is almost Christmas time.
And I think of no gift better than the gift of chicken from a Japanese
right.
menu.
That's right.
Looking over, not a lot of competition in this game. We'll go back to our live game right now, our featured game right now. Horsepussy, Saloon, and Hootenannies. 10-0, not a lot. Let's see if Hootenannies now they're punting, so pick this up from Horsepussy.
Yeah.
And it looks like Captain Chucks have just scored a touchdown. We'll go back to that game for a second. They're kicking the extra point.
Now, at KFC Japan, there are like 3 different kinds of ways you can get the chicken prepared. You can get original chicken,
Yeah.
you can get Kentucky without bone, and you can get the Zakuaku Bone None Kentucky Spicy Mexican flavor.
Wait, I need that again. So you can get original, which I guess is just like original recipe, right?
Yes. You can get Kentucky without bone.
Which is boneless, I
Yes.
assume.
And
Good
you
Lord,
can
I hope
also
so.
You can also get the Zakuaku Bone None Kentucky Spicy Mexican flavor.
Wow. How do you go in there and not get that every time?
See, you can also get, as part of your drinks menu, you can get soda, but you can also get hot coffee and tea, and orange juice, and cold brew coffee.
Yeah, why not?
You can also get desserts, which are like these tart, like, parfaits of like chocolate, strawberry, and apricot.
Probably are good, yeah.
I'm sorry, that's the apricot sauce plenty cheese tart.
cheese tarts just never sound good. Cheese tarts like something you sound like something you have a case, you come down with a case of after eating too much like tailgate food. Oh man, I ate like so much snack food during the game, and I came down with the cheese tarts the next morning. By the way, it is 2-0 Iowa over Penn State.
Perfect. Let it stand.
I would love it. In fact, Iowa just almost kicked the field goal to make it 5-0, which again, I would also accept.
Number 3 makes the catch. Gain of 13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Man,
I also love when you run the main site through Google Translate. Again, please don't do this to like gain like actual context if you're like translating for foreign language, because some stuff gets deeply lost in translation. But the last menu option, once you go through store, menu, coupons, ad campaigns, the last one says, "I love Kentucky."
I mean, maybe they do.
This is basically just like their community outreach page, as it turns out.
And it's just,
Man.
I love Kentucky.
Automatic first down.
Oh my God, I kind of want to. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take a look at.
That had to have been... I'm pretty sure that during Ricochet's brief time in New Japan that somebody yelled that out, just like, "I love Kentucky!"
I'm sure someone did at some point.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So I have.
Cheese Tarts is going to play halfback for you.
Absolutely. Cheese Tarts better be in it. So I love, here's the thing. I may or may not be known. I traveled to Zakawaki Spicy Mexican Tucinade. I'm not going to lie. Zakawaki Spicy Mexican might have to be a name.
Iowa has 5 points.
They do, don't they?
Exactly,
oh, I love it.
5 points. Stay.
So I went to stay. Good Iowa. Stay. So I went to I traveled to Southeast Asia. Zakawaki absolutely should be a name. Yeah, there you go. And I went to Indonesia for a week, and Indonesia has KFC a lot of places. I imagine because, you know, it's a predominantly Muslim country.
Yes.
You can eat chicken and fried chicken. Actually, fried chicken is like a main food of Indonesia. Like, they do fried chicken really fucking well. So I see, okay. So I went to the menu, the KFC menu, which I don't know if it's in Bahasa or not, because that's the thing, like, and my options are home, layanan, which I guess is food, menu, kids, automotive, which is Formula 2, and then Sean Galale. I bet that's a driver.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So
and then profile KFC, and then career. So I imagine career. I don't know what layanan is.
Yeah. So to explain this.
Yes, please do.
The man who owns KFC in Indonesia is a gentleman by the name of Ricardo Galale. His son Sean is a Formula 2 driver of some marginal talent, but the Galale family just throws out money left and right. At one point in the 2016 Formula 2 season, this company sponsored not only Sean Galale, but Sean Galale's teammate Rich Evans, as well as Sean Galale's fellow countryman named Philopaz Patrick Armand, who had one of the best names to come up in Formula racing of very marginal talent. And he also sponsored Sean's best friend from way back when they were starting their careers in China. His name was Antonio Giovinazzi, who went on to finish second in the championship in his very first year of competition, and is now going to race in Formula 1 next season.
Cool.
This is also by way of Sean Galale having a working relationship with one of the F1 teams that they showed up to the race at Austin, Texas with a giant-ass KFC sticker along the side pods.
Wow. I mean, that's impressive.
Which meant that at one point, when KFC was advertising with all the various different celebrity colonels,
Sure.
you could have had one to go for each driver that they sponsored on the Formula 2 grid.
Oh, beautiful. So I like the fact that we've got so I've got the menu and I'm just seeing when I clicked on combo, which is spelled with a K. Again, I'm not gonna make fun of the fact that it's just a different language.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombo. Yeah, it's Mortal Kombo here. And I see 5 options, and I feel like I need like a Indonesian to. I want to pull up the translation just so I know. Okay. So we have 5 options for combo.
A combo superstar.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't get. I'm working my way up to that, man. We have Super Mantap, which is super steady, which seems to be a single chicken leg, a ball of rice, and a Pepsi. Super Besar 1 and 2, which is my favorite Indonesian tag team. Jobbers. Super Besar means super big. Super Besar 1 seems to have a picture of a chicken breast, again, ball of rice, and a Pepsi. Super Besar 2 seems to be a breast and a leg, or drumstick. So again, you know. Then they have Super Family, which is the bucket of chicken, 3 balls of rice, and 3 Pepsis. And last we have Combo Superstar. That is what you are.
Yes.
Which has, and this is how I can describe this. It's got a drumstick, a breast. So you're already getting less than the bucket from the Combo Family. 2 balls of rice, 2 Pepsis, what appears to be 2 cups of what look like pudding, because that's what it says on there.
Yes, 2 dessert items, but you're missing the best
And
centerpiece.
a CD! A KFC branded CD. Oh, I was building up to it. What on earth is on that CD? I must know. I'm looking at all the coffee drinks. Okay, they're just basically what you're. There's something called BEE, Happy Crushers, which is my favorite sports team name, by the way. The B Happy Crushers. I think they were much better than the Ham Fighters.
Remember, they do not fight Ham. They do not oppose Ham.
They are fighting on behalf of Ham?
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
No, they're not fighting on they're not fighting on behalf of wet slabs of ham.
Wet slabs of ham. I like that you get a double choco donut. Like, I appreciate that. And a hazelnut coffee. Yes, nothing really interesting in the coffee realm. I'm going into the favorite thing. Oh, menu 3. What is menu 3? It is a picture of what looks like a chicken sandwich, an Ovaltine, and a thing of tater tots with a sign saying free toy. This must be a kid's menu item. This must be the kids menu. Yeah, so there's popcorn. Okay, there's nothing really all that interesting. Like, you can get a drumstick with a rice ball and an Ovaltine, or, you know, what is menu 4? Is that like, oh my god, that is spaghetti and a little bit of marinara on top with some cheese.
Yeah. So there's a menu called Gochujang.
Oh, Goseng. Goseng, yeah.
Goseng,
I am
yes.
right there. I was going to go to practice, but we're not going to practice. We ain't talking about practice. Yeah. Tell me, what do you... I see Spaghetti Deluxe at KFC.
Yeah. Because, you know, when you go to KFC, you're thinking spaghetti.
It makes you think of the Mitch Hedberg joke. It's like, I want to be... Whenever I see a McDonald's say at their commercials, participating locations only. I want to be a McDonald's that doesn't participate in shit. Hamburgers? Nope. We got spaghetti. And blankets. So this is... Maybe Mitch Hedberg started KFC in Indonesia. I'm not going to lie. I'd go to Indonesia and I'd order spaghetti from KFC just to see. I'd have to. I feel like I'd order it as a side item and I'd get weird looks. Burger Deluxe. What's the Perkadel? I need to know what the Perkadel is. It's time for the Perkadel. Perkadel translates to brochure, so I know this is not a brochure.
This is not a brochure. This looks like a pot pie. This looks like a baked good of something with something savory baked into it.
Yeah, I am so confused by this. We are not affiliated with that clown. He brings in too many children. Yes. What is the Perkadel? I must know what the Perkadel is.
By the way, Binging Texan is absolutely
they are running away with this one. Man, they are. Let's see if there's any other games that are a little more close. Man, we got nothing close right now. That is the sad tragedy of this. You're going to go over to Pawn Shop and Creamy Surprise. Pawn Shop trying to make a run for this. Oh, please tell me. Oh. Okay, Iowa still got the ball. I don't know what these Perkadels are. I am looking this up. They might just be some sort of like fritters, like corn fritters. Like,
that
I
sounds
don't
about
see
right.
anything. I wanted to see one where they're broken open and I can see their gooey, meaty, savory exterior. Yeah, this looks like it's a side dish. I see one where it's kind of broken open. For whatever reason, there is like a single green bean kind of stuck coming out of it. I'm sure that's not in there. Yeah, this looks like it's like a corn fritter kind of thing, which Indonesia does, and they're very good. By the way, I'm not denying that any of this is probably quite good. You can get cream soup and KFC soup. So the KFC is not putting their name on the cream soup. I get that. I'm going over to practice. We're talking about practice, which of course stands for practical. Chicken fillet. So when it says practical, I'm thinking, okay, and it shows a picture of a wrap. I'm thinking, okay, fine. These are things you can maybe eat on the go. Like a giant long chicken sandwich. No. Or the fish fillet. Or the twisty, which is a wrap, it seems. And the OR burger, which I don't know what the OR burger is. I'm going to get a closer look. It does not appear to be anything different.
I would wager that the OR stands for original recipe.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. And then they have the Oriental Bento,
which is a
looks like
cup of rice.
It looks like it's like their famous bowl. But it's a sensible famous bowl. It's rice.
Yes.
Rice with bits of chicken on there. They appear to be chopped up, like cut up from a tender. And what appears to be some hot peppers.
It's not original. Yeah, it's not original recipe chicken over rice covered in hot brown.
Hot brown. I'm concerned that the rice is filled literally to the brim. Like, there is no room for anything other than rice in this.
But of course, KFC not known just for lunch and dinner. You can also get breakfast.
I was going over to a la carte, but let me go over to a la carte really quickly because you have French fries, rice, mini salad, which looks like a gado salad, which is fine.
And Colonel Yakiniku rice.
Yep, that's what I was looking for. Colonel Yakiniku rice. What is on this? This looks like an actual bento box.
He's served with Colonel original recipe, don't you know?
It's Colonel. Yeah, it's Colonel Yakiniku and Colonel original recipe. Under Major Nutsack.
Yakiniku rice. That's going in the folder.
Please, Yakiniku rice. So it is definitely a TV dinner tray, meant to look like a bento box. There's rice in like the lower right side is rice. On basically the entire left side is a bunch of chopped up bits of chicken. I do like that you can almost make it's almost like K fuck you. KFC fuck you. There is a green salad, so there's some greens and some chopped tomato. And then there's a little sauce section, which looks like it just has two types of red sauce. I imagine one is probably a chili sauce, one is probably ketchup. But please, let's go to the wonders that is KFC breakfast.
And with this, you get original porridge. You get
original. Is it original recipe porridge?
I'm not entirely sure. You get pom pom, which are basically tater tots.
They do look like porridge. Looks like it looks like it's a porridge, a congee, with some like wonton strips in there. The pom pom are tater tots. Yeah. Okay.
They got the scrambled egg,
which is just a pile of scrambled eggs. Like, I cannot imagine going to KFC and be like, yeah, just give me a shitload of scrambled eggs.
That's right. Pancake the riser, which is basically a breakfast burrito with original recipe chicken in it.
Sounds actually not bad. I would partake.
Chicken porridge.
I'm gonna get a close up on this chicken porridge because I need to see. Okay, this is the porridge, but with pieces of chicken, crispy chicken in there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The waffle, and you have your choice of combos. You can get the riser combo, the pancake combo, the waffle
with a
combo.
juice, with a coffee, with a tea, with a
And then you come to the super breakfasts.
Oh, super breakfast! Give me the super breakfast. Let's see what we got here. All right.
Okay. So the super breakfast, we got a breast, a rice ball, and I cannot tell if that is just really well cooked scrambled eggs or really deformed corn.
It's gotta be scrambled eggs. Oh my God, what is Iowa doing now? Are they playing at home? Is Iowa at home?
11. They're at 11.
We got a prime.
First down.
Keep it prime. Go for 2 and miss it.
Oh, they're at 12, but those are the weirdest 12.
It is the strangest of strange 12, and I love it so very much. We are heading into the 4th quarter here of lots of our games.
Let me get some pre-chicken scrambled, please.
Oh my God. Yeah, it is. It's some pre-chicken. That is some pre-chicken bullshit. I love it. It's the reunion. You can get the reunion on a plate. You get the chicken and the egg. That is actually that is a smart. You just made so much more sense.
I can't even take credit.
Marketing.
That's a leg kick. That was from leg kick.
Oh wow, pre-chicken scrambled. Yeah. So I don't know what the difference between Scooper Breakfast 1 or Super Breakfast is. I guess the beverage. Let me get ultra milk, which I don't know if there's anything ultra about this milk. It's Susu Uth full cream. Okay, so it's just full fat milk. Tropicana Twister as their juice. Hazelnut coffee, hot tea, and hot coffee. So yeah, there you have it. There is your many options at the KFC. I feel like Pat Oswalt would be at a loss for words when he's like, I'm so hungry. What's good to eat here at the Kentucky Fried Chicken of Indonesia? Oh, well, our scrambled eggs are amazing. What?
I tell you, that famous bowl routine you've got, what about this? What if we shrunk it down and actually made it into something sensible?
And savory, yeah, and quite good.
What if we gave you a CD with your 2-piece chicken combo that also comes with rice balls, a pudding, an ice cream sundae, and 2 Pepsis?
What they don't tell you is that you're supposed to eat the CD as well. But it is for 2. It is for 2. Now, I have pulled up a Singapore McDonald's menu because I've also been there, and I will forever remember the Chicken Prosperity Burger. Ooh, KFC Korea. Yeah, fuck that. Pats of butter as side items? Sign me up. We're veering right into Koreatown.
Oh, my God.
I do want to see if McDonald's in Singapore still have the Chicken Prosperity Burger.
Well, I'm going to look this up.
I don't know what this is. They had, I think it might have been for Chinese New Year.
That's a gain of 9 on the play.
I'm going to just, Prosperity Burger. There we go. Savor Prosperity for McDonald's. It's like some Zen shit. Get together for prosperity this lunar year. You can get the double Prosperity Chicken Burger, the Prosperity Beef Burger, along with a Red Bean McFlurry, a Lychee McFizz, a Red Bean Pie, and Prosperity Twister Fries.
Face mask.
They are really into their prosperity here. The double Prosperity Chicken Burger. I'm going to link this in the Discord, which if you don't have access to, enjoy the Discord.
Yeah, come to this and enjoy all this bullshit.
Oh, that did not work at all. Hang on. Let's see. The Prosperity Beef Burger comes in a single or double. Savor the perfect reunion of flavors! Exclamation point. Bite into a mouth-watering beef patty drenched in our signature black pepper sauce, topped with an abundance of slivered onions and tucked between a delightful sesame seed bun. It is a longer bun, by the way. The Prosperity Chicken Burger, which they showed the double. You can get a single or a double. Delight in the harmony of succulent chicken coated in signature black pepper sauce, topped with an abundance of tangy slivered onions, all tucked between a delightful sesame seed bun. Now that's what we call prosperity. What sad individual is sitting alone in a McDonald's at 2 a.m. eating this, just going, I feel so prosperous, through tears? I'm going to read the rest of these if that's all right with you.
Yes, that is perfectly fine.
Treat your taste buds to crispy golden abundance this festive season. Dig into an all-time favorite and share prosperity with your loved ones. That's for the Twister fries, which, by the way, contain wheat and gluten. Lychee McFizz, which, again, Lychee McFizz. Put that one in there. I'm putting it in myself. Lychee McFizz.
Add a little fizz to the festivities with our refreshing blend of lychee and sparkling soda. Now that's refreshing.
Just to confirm something, when you do a self-cleaning, do you know anything about a self-cleaning oven? It actually turns the oven on to a really high temperature, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it does, yeah. So open the window and... No, you're going to hit the clean button on the self-cleaning oven, and that's going to turn the oven on. Oh.
The extra points attempt is good.
But it's a self-cleaning oven, so we need... But then it's probably got to turn the oven on to self-cleaning
Deep to
mode.
return.
No? Okay, but we probably turn it on afterwards. I imagine. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Something might set on fire. We might die. But that's important. That's not important because you can bite into delicious red bean paste in a familiar crunchy golden shell. A perfect way to usher in the festivities. Enjoy the taste of classic vanilla soft serve served with the it's a familiar flavor with a touch of tradition. It doesn't get more festive than this. The lychee cone and twist cone. Now you can enjoy a taste of lychee in your favorite classic cone. Disclaimers. Available after breakfast hours and while stocks last. Visuals are for illustration purposes only. Which is a nice way of saying, we've just built this up. Don't get your hopes up. Sad, lonely man sitting in the Singapore McDonald's. You will not feel as prosperous and as festive. Now I think we're on to KFC Korea. I'm going to have to translate this. Oh my god. Google Translate, please. How do I Google Translate? It does not even ask me to Google Translate. That's not good.
I think I got it here.
Okay.
You just gotta right click and click on translate to English, and then it'll give you your menu options.
Oh bless. Oh thank God. Okay.
We'll start with the bot set.
Which one are we going with? I like the all chicken box already, but go ahead.
So we're gonna start with there are many different kind of bots combos, including Black Label Pauline Cheese.
Pauline Cheese. We're adding that one.
It's a premium bots with Black Label Pauline Cheeseburger.
I don't know what that means, and I'm scared.
So this is basically like a deluxe, super deluxe, like chicken burger. There's the Colonel Grill bots, burgers and chicken at once. Enjoy.
By the way, oh my god, I just clicked on the Black Label Pauline Cheese box. The configuration, by the way, is Black Label Pauline Cheeseburger plus Frenzy Fried plus Coke plus hot crispy chicken plus biscuits. Okay, Frenzy Fried. We gotta remember that one.
The Ginger Bots, the Super Bots with Ginger Burger and Caustic Rain.
Caustic Rain! What is Caustic Rain? Caustic Rain? We are naming players here. I need to know what the Caustic Rain is.
Caustic Rain, no, that.
It doesn't tell me.
That, my friends, is
it's not
that,
an item.
my friends, is like a 80s thrash revival.
It really is. Caustic Rain is like the best Whitesnake cover band you've ever heard. Got a final score. Horsepussy Saloon. They just trashed Hootenannies. Final score of that one, 31-14. So the Rodeo Triangle is up for grabs. The Horsepussy Saloon can win it if they beat the binging Texan, who are putting the hurting on Big Paul's. That went final 27-17. And yeah, that's I kind of want to bring this back for next week. Like I don't think we're done with this at all. I want to tell you what's in the ginger box. I'm clicking in and reading the configuration, which is a zinger burger plus hot crispy chicken plus egg tart plus frenzy fried plus Coke. Egg tart. That's what that thing looks like. The molten core of the earth in the box is, by the way. By the way, it is also labeled best.
As it should be.
Yeah. I love the all chicken box. Is there any other one you'd like to talk about before we bring these games to their sad, inevitable conclusion?
Oh man. I'm just gonna tab over real quick to the.
Yeah, I think this is a revisit, by the way.
Like the combos here. You get the Black Label Buffer combo, and I will read in the description. The draft beer is enjoyed as a premium burger. Now the era of the bargain.
This is the Black Label box?
Yes, this is
Oh my God.
this is the Black Label Buffer combo.
Oh.
Served with draft beer. It's a chicken burger served with draft beer.
Well, why not? I think that's entirely fair, and I think that
We've got more of these.
I think we need to bring this back for next week, because I feel like I think we're onto a bit here now. We're gonna talk about KFC menus in Korea because this is just amazing.
In honor of the great Colonel Original Recipe.
Yeah, Colonel Original Recipe, and of course Colonel Yakiniku Rice himself. You know, he died in battle.
Died of cost.